up. So, I said I wouldn't eat in front of you guys again, because it grosses me out, but I am full of lies. So I got this, a set of super delicious strawberries and, key lime pie. Because, I'm healthy like that. This is pretty much like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For today and yesterday. It's sweet. Very sweet. What was I gonna say? Updates. I got things that are going on. So, I swear to you, I knew what I was gonna say before I clicked record, I swear. But now I can't fucking remember anything. Seeing a lot about BTS. They were on Fox News. And that whole debacle with, aren't you guys just famous because it's YouTube? That's the only reason you guys got recognized and all that shit. It's hilarious watching them. They legit just like, what the fuck? What else? Weight loss. I am losing weight. The strawberries kind of going bad a little bit. I am losing weight at a good clip. I have lost 30 pounds now. Last time I talked to you guys, I was at 20, so it's been another 10 since then. So, last year, if you remember, if you were here, I went on a trip to, Panama City Beach with, a bunch of friends, and, doing that shit again. I really, 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 really like the beach. I like going to the beach. It makes me feel good. And yesterday I was compiling outfits for the trip, and other news. I'll get back to it, but other news. I was compiling outfits, and I can fit my binder now. I can actually wear my binder now. So, good shit, very good shit, incredibly good shit. And so I was trying on these outfits, and for my exercise, I kind of just dance. I go on runs and I dance and go to the gym whenever Diglett decides to go to the gym, which is like never. Yeah, I get my workout on without him. So I'm dancing in my binder, which is like the best idea ever. I never thought to combine things that I don't know, that would cause me to feel comfortable. I like exercising because it allows me to leave the premises in a way that is completely voluntary and constructive, not unpleasant. Because I am constantly in my head all the time. And sometimes, you just gotta check the fuck out. Sometimes you do. And oftentimes I'm checking the fuck out into this place in my mind where there are no like, thoughts can't live there. Like, it just, nothing can live there. And it's just, but yeah, I can fit my binder now, and so I'm experiencing a little bit of gender euphoria as far as that goes. Very, very, very small amounts. I got another euphoria going on that I won't really super get into because it's not good, not constructive. Oh yeah, trip to PCB. So, getting my clothes ready for that. I'm leaving on Saturday morning, I want to say. Like last time? Saturday morning? Yeah. So it's from April 1st to the 4th. And so I'll be doing that. I'll be fun. So I really love the beach. Like a lot. I'll probably have something I'll do. I'll film something or take pictures or something. I got a new camera. Oh shit. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. So lately I've been trying to better myself. One thing that I'm doing is trying to check in with myself a bit more and take better care of myself. Growing up below the poverty line, it kind of changes your priorities. A lot of things take a back seat as far as well-being and just generally taking care of yourself. At least for me, at least for my parents, the way that my parents raised me. And so, it's Maslow's hierarchy where you need, food, security, a shelter, like all that shit. Like those are the things that we're trying to, get out of the way. And then stuff like well-being and self-esteem and all that shit, that kind of goes by the wayside. Until, you can afford to address them. And so right now I'm in a position where I feel like I can afford to address them, and I'm in a mind space where I can invest in doing that. So that's what I'm doing. I have bought a whole bunch of glasses. I'll show you my glasses. Remember when I went over to Louisiana and I lost my glasses? I bought a new pair. I got a pair of sunglasses because I have a lot of sunglasses actually, but none of them are prescription, and so I went ahead and went for the prescription aviators. Then I got, I don't know, Harry Potter T lenses, glasses, like the super round ones. I have another pair that look almost exactly like this, but silver. These are the other glasses that are silver. I like the silver more, but they didn't offer silver, so I got them in black. But they're, pretty comparable. They're pretty similar, and so I think I did a really good job on picking out the lens tint and lens color. I did a fantastic job on that, actually. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. I got a new bed. New. My parents got a Sleep Number bed, and so they gave their bed to my brother, and my brother gave me his bed. And it is a good deal younger than the bed that I had. It was like 30 years old. It was like as old as my fiance. And this bed, I actually remember going with my parents to go buy it less than 10 years ago. Definitely less than 10 years, yeah. So I'm really, I don't know, happy to have a bed that is a lot more comfortable. It's firmer. I'm a firm bed person. I've also been endeavoring, weaning myself off of sleeping pills, because I pretty much take sleeping pills every single fucking night, and it's not necessarily good for my sleep. It causes me to stay in bed for much longer than I usually would, and that's probably because I'm not getting enough rest without the sleeping pills, but it messes with my circadian rhythm, and it causes me to eat more. Like, I get, like, low-key ravenous when I take sleeping pills. At night, I'll, like, want to eat, like, just an entire sleeve of crackers with cheese. Like, it's ridiculous. So, that's another reason why I'm stopping the sleeping pills. And then also, I do it mostly for sleep, but I also do it to get high. And I don't want to have an addiction to really anything. I don't want to be, so reliant on something to make me feel like normal, to make me feel baseline. So that's definitely also a reason why I am not doing sleeping pills anymore, even though it does help me to sleep. And it like when I look at my Fitbit, it'll tell you when you have restless moments while you're sleeping and awake moments. And so I have far less awake moments, and I'm still pretty restless, but the restless time is shorter. So it does help, but I think it hurts more than it helps. So, of course, I'm really into K-pop, and within K-pop, there's a community of people that are really into skincare, and like the skincare routines that different idols and just people in general, like just regular people in different parts of Asia, they use like really like multi-step skin treatment plans. And so I decided to maybe try my hand at that, because I have a lot of issues with my skin, and so I was going to use it on my HS as well as my face. And I did that about 2 weeks ago. I started about 2 weeks ago. I didn't do like, the 11-step kind of thing. I just did the 4, where you have the oil-based cleanser, the low pH cleanser, snow, or a moisturizer of some kind, and then What is the last thing? High SPF sunscreen. I think it's actually helped my skin a fair amount. My complexion is still not 100%, but I don't have as many bumps or super dark spots on my face, as far as I can tell. I took before and after pictures, and they were different. They were different, and my armpit is definitely better. So that's something, if you have HS, maybe to look into, depending on the skin type that you have. If you have really sensitive skin, I'll post the Reddit, a link to the Reddit that I used. It's just Asian Beauty Reddit. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff, a lot of resources for beginners. They have lists of different types of moisturizers, different types of cleansers, and so it's really, really helpful. And they tell you all that stuff based on your skin type. And so it's a good resource for people that have skin issues. I did go to see Get Out, and I made a video about it. I'll post that, because I completely forgot to post it. But I'll post that after this one. I was disappointed, but I really enjoyed the movie. The movie was fantastic. I really liked it, and you'll see that I was weird, because movies make me weird, but it was a good movie, but I was disappointed by the ending. So, there you go. I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, basis.